All right. So, the message I have for you is that sales is of your highest service. And I love to talk about sales as being spiritual and aligned because like so many people have like a negative connotation to sales, but in actuality it's like revolutionized our world. Think of all of the things on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis where you are buying something or selling something or being sold to. And think of how many of those things have actually greatly benefited your life in some way, shape, or form. So, can we please just as a human professional and coach realize that sales is not a dirty word? And while, yes, there are some people who have really put the sleaze into sales, it's obviously not going to be you because you are coming from a place of selling and sharing from your heart. So let's just be clear and reframe sales as being a positive, not a negative. So the message around this is sales is of your highest service. So getting into the spirituality of sales, realizing that like this exchange, this money for your time, for your program, for your product, whatever it is that you're selling, it's not only going to help you, but it's also going to help them. It's going to help them because they pay attention when they've actually paid. So think about this quote of people pay attention when they actually pay. And if you've been helping people for free and have been frustrated because they aren't actually following through or doing what you've shared or co-created with them or made for them, if you're already frustrated because of that, that's why there wasn't an exchange and they're not invested in actually getting those results. So with shining more of a light on this, also thinking about like for yourself. So maybe you haven't been coaching someone for free, you haven't had that experience yet. So think about the last time you got something that was free or cheap. Really getting honest with yourself. Did you actually use that thing? Or did you forget about it? Or did you maybe like show up or used it in some way and you're just like, meh, whatever. Like you weren't really invested. It wasn't really that big a deal because like, what did you have to lose? What did you have to gain for it actually being free or cheap? And like, while obviously this is like an odds scenario, it doesn't mean every single time, but especially when it comes to coaching, because you want your clients to be more invested in their results than you wanting the results for them, this is real. It's real. So what else you need to know about this is, with sales being of your highest service, is that, say you're showing up online, you're showing tips and recipes and tricks and tools, this, that, and the other, like you're sharing value. No doubt you're sharing the content. But if we're being honest, like when's the last time you actually shared your price? when's the last time you actually shared what you're selling? Either the offer of your coaching program or products. Like, when's the last time you actually shared? Because if you aren't actually actively selling or sharing clearly, not making it like a maybe they'll discover where I actually have talked about this, or on my website, or wherever you actually have those things. Like, if you haven't actually been sharing, then it's highly likely that you don't actually first believe in the value of the results and the benefits of what you offer, of what they can actually do for your ideal client. And another thing that is likely wrapped in your lack of getting sales or lack of sharing is maybe that you don't actually know, for you coaches, that you don't actually know how to coach, how to be a coach, or the process of what a coaching session is actually like. So either you haven't actually been coached yourself, or you haven't been taught on what that actually is. And, FYI, it took me a while to actually figure this out too, like after I went through my certification program. And another thing is, like, it's true for a lot of the clients that I work with. Like, in the beginning, like, they've just graduated with a certification program and they've just been so stuck on this. So, like, if you don't know, like, it may or may not be like your fault, but you're stuck on this because you haven't actually experienced coaching. You either haven't done it or haven't received it. So you don't really get it, like, until you've done it or until you've experienced it. Like, how else are you supposed to know? So more on how I know this, with sales being of your highest service, is like, I mean, if you haven't heard me share already, like, I've been in sales and marketing and self-employed business since I was 18. And well, that was just yesterday. It actually wasn't. It's been years and years and years and years of this experience. And so what I can tell you from all of that time and all of those lessons and all of those experiences is that one of the keys that made me be successful in door-to-door vacuum sales, in insurance sales, in real estate sales, in network marketing, nutraceuticals, radiology, health and business coaching, the number one secret, the number one thing, listen in on this, is that you have to believe in what you're selling. Because, like, otherwise, there are literally not enough tactics and secrets and tricks and tips in the world to create sales for you. Like, it starts and ends with you. And sometimes, like, the network marketing products, or maybe it's not network marketing, it's just products in general. Sometimes, unfortunately, they aren't like the latest and greatest products. However, you may still have success with selling them and from people easily buying from you, because they just want to be in the energy of you. And again, it goes back to that secret of that belief and showing up in your power. And perhaps you do love the thing that you're selling. And so people see that and they feel it. And that's what helps them make that buying decision. And for you to be in the spiritual aspect of sales as your highest service. So now it's your turn to dig into sales as being your highest service. So sit down with your pen and paper and dig into, do you actually know the value, like the monetary value of what you offer and how it will or can truly benefit your clients. So take a look at that and consider like how many hours, how much money that it took you with investing in yourself to actually learn what you know. Either it was like health certifications, nutrition certifications, yoga, Pilates, fitness certifications, or if it's just like products, like how many hours did it take you to find and learn and try and what's the word I'm thinking of? Like try, I guess, like learn and try and know how to use like the best way to use like practices of those products, and look at that as like the time and value that you're actually going to save your ideal clients, because like what would it cost them to know what you know now? And so considering all of those hours it took, those lessons, the pains, the fears, the tears, all of that, and seeing how you can help them much quicker, much easier. So like you saving them that time and energy, like you can't get that back. Like we can't get time back. Unfortunately, there's not a time machine yet. But you're saving them. And so that exchange for them to buy and pay you for that exchange is a gift to them, not just you. So it is of your highest service. So go ahead and let's continue the conversation. So comment below, what was your number one aha, the message that you heard that is going to help you stand in the power of sales being of your highest service, and share in the comments, and be sure you're subscribed and click the little bell so you're notified so you won't miss a thing. And feel free to like and share this video with someone you know who could also benefit from what I'm sharing so they can make the income and the impact with their well-biz too. So we will see you next time. Lots of love. Bye.